Hello YouTube, good to see you all again. Hope everybody's doing okay. So I've not made a video for a little while, but that's partly due to the lockdown that we've had here. That's just stopped me getting out and being able to get out and make any videos on location. So for those outside the UK, we're in lockdown number 3 here, which is a bit like the Godfather 3 of lockdowns. You know, kind of needed to sort of finish the story off, but at the end of the day it's not as good as the other two. So to keep sane during lockdown, I have managed to do a little bit of photography locally, but to do that I'm not taking any tripods or any lots of equipment out with me. It really is just walking around with a camera just to take some photos while I'm out on my sort of daily exercise walk on the local dog walk. So these photos were taken earlier on in lockdown, so it's when we had some lovely winter conditions, we had some snow, so I thought I'd go out with my camera, just take a few snaps and see what I can get. I did take some B-roll on the camera as well, so hopefully that'll make this a lot nicer to watch. So before I start showing them, if you do like today's video, I'd appreciate it if you could hit that like button. Also, if you could hit subscribe to see more content from me in the future, and you can also check me out on Instagram. So here we go with the photos from that walk. Okay, so this is the first image I'm going to talk about. So this is a particular stretch of the river I really like, and it's really difficult to photograph. You really need the conditions to sort of help, and I was lucky that day to have this. So you can see with the conditions it was a little bit misty, which you don't really see the mist heavily on here, but what it has done is softened the background to help these trees sort of remain prominent and give the image a bit of depth. I like the path on here. The path takes you through the trees nicely, and the trees you have to be careful on your angle, so I tried my best here to make sure that they're all sort of separated from each other and not really overlapping too much. But I really do like this stretch of the river. It's really lovely, and this is a composition I'll be working on again in the future, and trying to take this in many different sort of conditions and seeing what I can come up with. So this image is another image I like. I like that tree at the other side of the river. I quite often photograph it in different ways as well. But again, the conditions just allowed this photo to be nice, just give a bit of depth with the background fading out, and with the calm water giving that reflection in the tree, which is something I enjoy on this as well. And I kind of like the way these two trees at either side of the bank are almost sort of interacting with each other. It's like they're leaning into each other to almost have a conversation. And yeah, I really like this image, and I like how I've processed this as well, giving it quite a pastel-y effect with the colours. It kind of suits the scene. So this is the last image I'm going to talk about. What I'll do is at the end of the video I will put a slideshow up of more of the images I took that day as well. So I saw this one as I was putting my camera away, and I just happened to look up and see this tree through these other two trees, and it just looked really good. And with the again with the haze, it just gives that depth to the image. Normally this composition wouldn't really work here. It's really the conditions that have helped make this. So yeah, I was happy to see it. I like the way these trees just frame that tree in the distance in the river with its reflection, and yeah, it just shows the coldness of the day as well with the snow on the ground. So those are the photos I've taken locally. It's been quite enjoyable actually. Each time I go out, I tend to go out with my camera. I've never really took photos here locally before, because just because it's local, it just doesn't inspire me as much as going somewhere like the lakes. But it's been great to do it. It has opened my eyes up to taking different photos that I wouldn't normally take, and I'll certainly be taking a camera out with me more often. So if you've liked today's video and you've enjoyed the content, please do hit that subscribe button. I'll be making more videos again after lockdown, although I've got one coming up I've been filming, and that's taking photographs of the moon. So if you're interested in seeing how I set up to take a photograph of the moon like this, then stay tuned in for a future instalment.